We're back. Welcome.
Welcome back. It's been a long hiatus.
It's been a while.
Been a while. But we're back again, and we're here to discuss the movies. Particularly, as the show is called, man movies. We try to discuss movies that tackle manhood in its various forms and iterations. And tonight, we watched a classic film. It was Wes Anderson's very first directorial effort. It was from 1996, and the movie is called Bottle Rockets.
Bottle Rocket.
Bottle Rocket, singular, one rocket, Bottle Rocket. And this movie, as I said, was directed by Wes Anderson, and it stars Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson, and some other guy, and with a special appearance by James Caan. The great Jimmy Caan, well known from the first Godfather movie and several other movies.
And Elf.
And what's the movie where he got his ankles broke?
I don't remember.
Misery. He's been in lots of movies. Everybody knows James Caan. I'm not here to explain to you who James Caan is. He's barely in the movie, but he's in the movie.
Thanks very much, Dr. Nichols. You've really been a great help. You've been a great doctor. No, thank you.
Luke Wilson's character goes by the name of Anthony. He's escaping from a mental institution.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this mental institution, he's in there voluntarily, so he doesn't need to escape. But Owen Wilson, he really wanted to help his friend escape. And so Luke Wilson, who plays Anthony, he decided to, sort of play along with his friend's fantasy. He ties a bunch of bed sheets together and climbs down, and the two of them escape into freedom.
Yeah. You come to meet DIGNAN, and you realize DIGNAN, Owen Wilson's character, he's an eccentric guy who hatches up these harebrained ideas, and he's a petty criminal, but he has these this grand sort of vision of this life for himself.
Now, this is just a rough sketch of what I was trying to do. The idea of practice job, heist, and the idea that you and I both...
He's a very organized guy.
Yeah.
He sits down with his friend Anthony, and he shows him his notebooks where he's got all these plans.
A 75-year plan.
A 75-year plan.
He's got it all planned out.
Which is basically 75 years of small heists that he thinks that they should pull together.
Yes.
Bob Mapplethorpe, potential getaway driver. Go. Go.
Well, I think there's a real mystery about
Don't complicate it. Your number one strength is you have a car you can provide.
They recruit another friend of theirs named Bob. And the reason they include Bob is because he's got a car. He's got a car, That's the main thing. He's a trustworthy guy. Yeah. He's one of their friends. But the main thing is that he's got a car.
He's got a car.
And so DIGNAN comes to Anthony and Bob and explains this plan he's got to pull a heist at this bookstore. They go there towards closing time. They've got their costumes on.
Hey, Chris, can I ask, what's that tape on your nose for?
Exactly.
Let's get lucky.
They go in there. They steal the money from the register, which I can't imagine would be that much money in a bookstore.
Put it in one of those bags. Get one of those bags. Let's move. Come on. A bigger one, you idiot. What do you think?
Don't call me an idiot, you punk.
Do you have bigger bags for atlases or dictionaries, sir?
I think they probably got a couple of $1,000 out of that whole deal. And then they go on the lam.
Yeah.
They want to leave town. They want to lay low until the heat dies down.
On the run from Johnny Law. It ain't no trip to Cleveland.
I'm going to get the best room in the house, guys. Crime does pay.
And they decide they're going to lay low, the three of them. DIGNAN, Anthony, and Bob. They're all going to lay low at this motel. While they're at this hotel, Anthony meets a very sweet, very cute Hispanic maid. And he strikes up a friendship with her, starts trying his best to have conversations with her, but there's a language barrier. He's following her around from room to room as she's, washing comforters and replacing miniature packaged soaps and, doing the whole motel housekeeper routine. And he's getting to know her, and his Spanish is not muy bueno. And her English is not muy bueno either. But they find a way. Love is the international language.
That's the thing. Anthony, he's got like all these ladies that are throwing them. So he's this mentally disturbed individual. He's in a mental institution in the opening scene. And then throughout the movie, we just found out girls love Anthony.
Ladies love cool Anthony.
Ladies love Anthony. So fellas, if you want an angle, just be mentally ill.
You're really complicated, aren't you?
I try not to be.
And look like Luke Wilson.
Yeah, more importantly, look like Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
Very attractive young fella in this movie.
Beautiful flowing locks of hair down to his shoulders.
Yeah. And then you pepper some mental illness on top of it. The ladies are going to flock.
So he falls in love with this girl. And Dignan, he's okay with it, but I get the feeling that he's maybe a little bit left out, feels a little jealous because he loves Anthony. That's the most important relationship in his life, it seems to me.
No, I think he's jealous of Anthony getting some,
I think he's jealous of both.
Marco! No lifeguard on duty. Swim at your own risk.
Okay, we'll be very careful, Jerry. Thank you.
That's actually that's a good observation. I think you're right. Dignan is sort of an idiot, but he wants to, he's ambitious. He's a very ambitious idiot.
Yeah.
And that is what's endearing about him. There's a part in the movie where Anthony, I think, sums up Dignan very well when he's describing him in a letter. And he says that he's no cynic. Say what you will about Dignan, but he's no cynic and he's no quitter. Something like that.
Right.
And I just really like that.
I mean, my brother, that's a shit situation. He beats the crap out of me all the time.
Played by Owen and Luke Wilson's actual older brother.
Yeah.
And Bob and his brother live together, and Bob routinely beats his brother physically.
I love one of my favorite lines.
What the fuck is this?
Vominos, Clay. Bob, you were told to thoroughly clean the pool this morning.
It's a leaf.
Jack, there was one.
And then he beats the shit out of him.
Yeah. Bob's brother is a bully.
He's an asshole.
And he fucks with Dignan a little bit.
What was the name of your little lawn mowing company?
The Lawn Wranglers?
So it kind of gives you a glimpse into what life must have been like for Dignan. All his life probably. All his life he probably was kind of picked on or belittled or made to feel less than. And Anthony loves him, and he's a good man. And say what you will about him, he's not a cynic.
He's not a cynic, and he's no quitter.
I felt for him. I mean, poor guy. Here he is. He thought he had a team. Turns out to be a man alone. And that's tough now. Real tough.
Mr. Henry. Now, Mr. Henry owns a landscaping company, but he's also a small-time crook.
Yeah.
I guess Dignan's main objective here is to have them get Mr. Henry to respect them and hire them so that they can move up from small-time heists into big-time heist.
Yeah.
Dignan wants Anthony to join up with him for one big heist.
Yeah.
Anthony, I'd like to introduce you to Applejack. Applejack, this is Anthony.
Anthony Adams.
Dignan wants to rob a cold storage place. He has some information that there's a safe in the main office of the cold storage facility. Mr. Henry knows a guy who's an expert safe cracker, kind of an older guy. And so they're kind of working together, Dignan and Mr. Henry, on this cold storage heist plan. But Dignan doesn't want to go ahead with it unless he's got his buddy Anthony, his right-hand man, right by his side. I feel like Anthony gives Dignan the confidence he needs to achieve his goals. Now, his goals might not be the purest and best intentions, being a heist man, but Dignan, I think, needs Anthony to get behind him. Anthony finally is persuaded to join Dignan's crew, but he has 3 conditions.
Dignan, wait a second. What?
God damn it. I'm in.
You got to get me one of these jumpsuits.
You have to mastermind the plan. 2, Bob's back on the team.
Fuck.
He doesn't want Bob back on the team
Bob on the team
because Bob abandoned them.
Bob's a fuck up. Oh, that too.
Well, he thinks Bob's a fuck up, but also Bob abandoned them after their last heist.
Anthony! Bob's gone! He stole his car! You little coward, that son of a bitch!
He stole his car.
He stole his own car because his brother got locked up for being a drug dealer.
Yep.
How long are they gonna hold?
I don't know. I don't know anything. All I know is that Phil says they got him, that he's in jail.
His brother, the bully, who just beats up on him, Bob felt such loyalty to his abusive brother that he left his gang to go and help his brother out in his time of need. And that's good loyalty, too. That's a good message here. Loyalty, friendship, and brotherhood. 3 core values that you'll often find in a man movie.
Absolutely. And some of you might ask, what makes this a man movie?
Well, I just told you.
Yeah, well, there it is.
Loyalty, friendship, brotherhood.
But our audience might be thinking, listen, I don't see Arnold Schwarzenegger in Bottle Rocket.
Yeah.
I don't see Kurt Russell. Where's Sylvester Stallone?
Not every man takes steroids. Not every man lives in the gym, all right? There's lots of men of all stripes, of all shapes, sizes, religious faiths, political beliefs, sexual orientations.
Yeah.
Men come in all shapes and sizes, colors, and creeds.
Some men have vaginas.
Many men have vaginas. That's fine. I don't give a shit. The importance is the principles of manhood must be adhered to. And we're spelling these out. And we're learning as we go. Shit, we're not the best men that ever walked the face of the earth. We're not the strongest. We're not the smartest. We're not the most capable men. We're learning as we go, just like you folks. And we need the cinema to guide our way. Movies like Bottle Rocket, these movies are beacons in the darkness of life. And we need them to guide our way.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
So anyway, back to Dignan's back to Anthony's 3 criteria.
Yes. Yeah.
One of them was, you mastermind the plan, Dignan. And Dignan has no problem with that. He loves masterminding plans. 2, Bob's back on the team.
Fuck.
3, you got to get me one of those jumpsuits, man.
You like these?
Yeah, done. Deal. All right.
You're doing the right thing, Anthony.
Yeah, I know I am.
All right, I'll see you later on.
Heist day.
So the heist day comes up.
Doesn't go well.
Come on, we got problems, right? What are you doing? What are you doing? Sit down! Come on, man!
I could not do it, man.
You can't get it?
I tried. No, I could not do it anything.
Come on, man!
It doesn't quite go according to plan. They're not able to get into the safe. They're not able to get the money.
Applejack has a heart attack in the elevator.
Come on, get up there! Get up!
Oh, man, he don't look good.
What's that?
So the worst thing to happen was that the police showed up because one of the employees that was supposed to be on lunch, because they're on lunch at this time every day.
Not always.
Yes, always!
They weren't at lunch, witnessed the heist going on, rang an alarm, the police show up, and poor Dignan, he has to take the rap.
The elevator broke. What? The elevator broke.
Where's Applejack?
He's stuck on the 2nd floor, man. Between 2
Did he give you
floors
the
up
keys?
there.
But that's what's great about Dignan. That's why Dignan's a redeeming character, is because, yeah, at the end, Anthony says, like, you know, get the hell out of here, Dignan. I'm going to go grab Applejack. And Dignan says, no, I got to get Applejack. This is my thing. Just get the hell out of here, Dignan. He goes, whose plan is this?
Dignan, you know what's gonna happen if you go back there.
No, I don't. You'll never catch me, man. Because I'm fucking innocent.
That's a beautiful thing about Dignan, is that he's willing to sacrifice for his friends.
I think these guys are kind of lost, you know. They're young
very
guys.
lost.
A lot of us do feel lost. You know, we don't have a purpose, and we need to rely on our friends and our brothers and our mentors to help us provide guidance and support. And you need to accept responsibility when you try to rip off a cold storage facility, or break into a Borders in a strip mall and try to stuff money from the register into tiny bags.
Yeah. And if we're owning up to our crimes and our mistakes, I want to admit something right here and right now.
And until next time, keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds.